Good afternoon. It is Saturday, April 12th. This is episode 102 of Three Things at the End. On today's episode, we're talking college hockey. We're talking what it means to be the end, the last of your kind, and sometimes your name becomes you. I'll explain later. So let's dive in. First of all, as I often say, sometimes I forget, welcome. I'm glad you found this channel. This channel, for those that maybe are stopping in for the first time and are wondering what's going on, Three Things with Ian is a idea that I had December 30 or 31st last year, and I said for every day of this year, I'm going to do an episode. So I'll end up with 365 episodes, and every day I'm going to talk about three interesting topics that I want to share with the world. So that's the basic premise. It's changed a lot. If you go back and watch episode 1, January 1st, 2025, I think I've gotten a little more comfortable under Mike, and I figured out what didn't work. I maybe haven't found out what works yet, so it's a constant iteration, just a constant reckoning. Every day is a new day. So anyway, let's dive in. Hockey, college hockey. Western Michigan Broncos, my Western Michigan Broncos. I don't own the team, but I'd like to. They play Boston University, the Terriers, tonight, 7:30, ESPN2, for the right to say you are the best college hockey team in America. They're playing for the national championship. We had the Frozen Four. I don't think we have a really fun, creative, mnemonic name for the final. It is just the final. So, playoff hockey. Western Michigan has beaten Minnesota State and UMass and now Denver. They all have gone to at least one overtime period, so hopefully it's not a super late night for me tonight. Hopefully they can do it in regulation. This is Western Michigan University's first crack at the big title, and the Terriers have been here before. Boston University, BC, BU, these are college blue bloods. New England is known for some excellent college hockey. Them in Minnesota always seem to have the best players. So BU is a very good team. They've won the national championship 5 times. I think that's second only to Denver, who's won an outstanding 7 times. Anyway, like I said, Western Michigan University, they dispatched a very good Denver Pioneers team with a lot of depth, a lot of length, and the BU dispatched the now good at hockey Penn State 3-1 in regulation. So I will be going to the university basketball arena to be part of this live watch party. Hopefully it's going to be excellent. I want to be a good game. That's all I want. I want a good game. Obviously, you know what outcome I want to see, but I'm just looking for good quality hockey. When you become a name, what does it mean to become a name? This is a story that I find just very interesting. So this is there's 2 parts to the story. College athletes now have ways to financially benefit from their name, image, and likeness, NIL. So this is something that they fought for many years. Obviously, everybody around these athletes was making the big bucks. TV contracts, ticket revenue, jerseys, video games, the whole 9 yards. So these players were student athletes. They still are apparently student athletes, although I keep that in air quotes at all times. Anyway, so the biggest names that go to the biggest schools, they get deals with whether it's local car dealerships, whether it's Adidas, whether it's vitamin water. They can create deals with anybody. And they have agents who work behind the scenes. There's a guy named Nico Amanalivia. I think that's how you pronounce it. He is an American football quarterback for the Tennessee Vols, the Volunteers. They're a big team. They're in the SEC. They're a big football team. Peyton Manning went there. They have a 100,000-ish seat football stadium. They fill it. It's a big deal. It's a big football school. Anyway, he's been disgruntled with his new NIL deal, and he apparently left. But what I want to focus on is his last name. It literally phonetically is I am Aliva, like leaving you. I-A-M-A-L-E-A-V-A. When I first saw his name and I saw some Facebook comments, I was like, okay, what's going on here? And then I'm like, his last name is I'm going to leave you, essentially. And what does he do? He's the starting quarterback on a great team, but he wants more money. He wants the fame and fortune. I am not begrudging people's ability to make money. I would love at some point to make money doing something like this. We all have that inkling. We all have that motivation. At least most of us do, to be compensated for our time and our commitment to something. and the work and the work on the field and the outcomes. So anyway, he's disgruntled. He's leaving. He wanted $8 million, which is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I'd like to just profit $1 from this enterprise and call it good. But anyway, Nico, I'm going to leave you, is leaving the Tennessee Volunteers. He'll probably get picked up by a different school. Apparently, he has enough talent to be a starting quarterback in the SEC, which means he's pretty darn good. The NIL, I could go on and on and on and on for. I'm glad players have the ability to make money. For many years, they didn't even. You heard tales of UConn basketball players. I forget his name. He said that he went hungry at night. The school wouldn't even pay for his room and board. He just didn't have any financial backing. $8 million is a long way from free room and board. There's probably a middle ground. As with all things, the minute that someone gets paid, everyone wants the same amount of money, if not more, and it just escalates up. You could argue that this NIL stuff has hurt college sports. It probably has. I think the dust hasn't settled yet quite. We have a lot of other. It's new enough that we don't know exactly how it's all going to end. But anyway, between that and the transfer portal, which is a really fun. I think portals is just a fun word to say. I can talk about that later. We'll do another story on that. Anyway, Nico Iamaleava has left the program. He's left the house, guys. All right. So my last story is not about sports. It's a little dark. It's a little foreboding. It's kind of up my alley. I don't know where I was at the time, but I was in a car maybe listening to an NPR podcast or something, and I heard about the term Endling. And I was like, okay, what's going on here? And Endling, Endling, is the last individual of a species or subspecies whose death marks the extinction of that species. The word was coined in the scientific journal Nature, which is the preeminent journal out there. The most well-known example is in the U.S. is the passenger pigeon. We went from like 4+ billion to the last one named Martha. She died in 1914. Apparently, we have dire wolves back. That's a different story, but it's got some strong corollaries. Anyway, the Endling, just the term Endling sat with me. I quickly just sketched down some ideas. I kind of wrote this weird like stream of consciousness poem that I just pulled up. I'm not going to read it to you. It's pretty half-baked, but just what does it mean to be little, and obviously a passenger pigeon and a tortoise, the mental capacity and the mental bandwidth for exploring and thinking about something larger than oneself is maybe not there per se, but just what does it mean to be the end of something, to be the last example, a Z, right? From the British pronunciation of the Z. The end of a long beginning that started with the idea, an end that was not real, an afterthought. Strange being the end when all you wanted to be was enough. So it's interesting. It's one of those I don't know if it's a puzzle. It's just one of those things that sits with me. I tend to have like 20 to 30 thoughts that kind of permeate and kind of cycle through my brain when I am in times of existential either longing or grief or just daydreaming has taken a turn to be more just different, just more serious. So the Endling, it's just something that I wanted to share with you. What does it mean to be the last? And maybe it doesn't mean anything because maybe we'll just resurrect these species. You know, we got woolly mammoths coming back. We have dire wolves. Science and DNA splicing and everything like that has enabled us to do a lot of interesting, fun things. I'm constantly reminded of Jurassic Park, though. Just because we should doesn't mean we ought to do it. Anyway, so Martha, the last passenger pigeon, was she aware that she was it? I don't know. And when you're it, that is it, right? You need two. So when you get down to one, it's just a ticking time clock. And it's just one of those thoughts that I come back to. I'm not sure what it means. It probably means a great deal and nothing at the same time. So, Endling. So I'm not saying you have to dwell on this. It's kind of a dark thought, but it's just what does it mean to know that you're the last of something, right? And what do you do with that information? Anyway, Nico Iamaleava, NIL, big deals there, Endling, and we started at the top of the story with a Go WMU Bronco hockey chant. So I hope that tomorrow I can report back happily that they're champions. It is a bright and sunny day outside. You can probably see that. I just came back from a soccer game, 2-2 draw. Some good things happened there. I got 3 more games tomorrow. I am repping my Red Arrow. Oh, that's opposite side. Soccer club. my local libations corporation there. And anyway, good day. Happy to be with you. And yeah, it's interesting. Some of I have enough data now at 102 episodes in where I know when I talk about a topic that's top of tongue and I can kind of have a nice little turn of phrase in the title, I get more views. I got a lot of action on the White Lotus. Looking forward to doing a deep dive into Black Mirror. Haven't had a chance to watch those yet. I will give a mini endorsement to a show called The Residents. It is a fictional take on what if the chief usher in the White House was killed and there was a murder mystery, sort of like Clue, without Tim Curry. But anyway, I will give a. It's good enough. Check it out, guys. It's called The Residents. I want to know how you think about it, and if you figured it out before it was revealed. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Kind of doesn't matter anymore, right? Sometimes TV's just you're there for the ride. So anyway. Don't be a Zed, don't be an Endling, be kind, be good, stay above the line, and do something for someone else today. Just something. Anything. Something positive. All right, talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.